Hey guys, good morning. Coach Jen T here. So we have a video today just about some quick tidbits of information based on the clients that I've been working with over the past 4 weeks or so. We're onboarding some new clients, so I just want to make sure we get these things out of the way, these topics that I want to talk about. And stay tuned because at the end of the video, we're just going to do a quick little grocery finds for my clients. In case you don't know, my name is Coach Genti. I have a lot of new people in this group. I just want to share the fact that I am an online nutrition coach, and we really focus on the topic of flexible dieting, which means we basically track our food and nothing is off limits. And we meet you where you're at. We make sure you're getting the right nutrients you need, but you have room for those things that you really enjoy, because my philosophy on living a healthy lifestyle and reaching your goals, you guys, is to be able to sustain it for the rest of your life. If you're completely cutting out food groups, unless it's something your doctor told you to do, it's just not realistic to cut things completely out. You have to be able to live your life. And so that's what we do here in this group, in my coaching program. You guys, I want to apologize if I just step away for a second every now and then. I'm mixing pasta because I'm multitasking right now. So that's what I'm doing on the side here. So just some quick tips, you guys. I've got them written down because I make notes here and there when I'm really working with a client. You guys, good nutrition truly boils down to your mindset, your motivation. What is your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to be healthier? Why do you want to reach a certain body fat percent goal? You have to be realistic with your goals. Or otherwise you're never going to reach them. So as people join me, they might have a specific goal, but then they realize as they start, you know what? I feel so good. I'm confident. I have a better body image. I'm able to live my life, enjoy my food and drinks, and I feel amazing. And then goals kind of change a little bit. So having a strong why allows you to align your actions every single day to your goals. And that being said, you guys, number one is ditch the all or nothing mindset. When people join me, they might think that they have this thing that they're going to do and they're going to do it perfectly. Let me tell you something, you guys, nobody's perfect. You're not going to be perfect. I have people that have their ups, that have their downs. We all go through it, including myself, you guys. Every part of a journey to better nutrition and healthier lifestyle, there are seasons. You've got to pay attention, you got to learn, but you have to also understand that you are not going to be perfect. And if you expect to do everything perfect all the time, 100%, you're not going to get anywhere, because that's what happens. People get into it and they're expecting to be completely perfect, and then they fail something and then they think they just failed everything. One tricky day, one tricky week out of a month or out of a year, you guys, it is not the end of the world. It does not undo all of your hard progress, all of your hard work. So make sure you guys stay focused. I always tell my clients, if you have that all or nothing mindset, you rarely get all and you usually end up with nothing. And it is nothing but the truth. So I want you guys to pay attention and focus on that. Number two, gonna mix real quick, is one thing that clients notice when they join my coaching program is that they're like, oh, I feel so full all the time. And it feels like you're eating more food. Maybe you are in volume, but you're not eating more calories per se. So we are for typically either you're not eating enough and we're trying to get you to up your calories and your quality, getting more protein, getting more fiber. But the reason that you might feel more full than you did before is because you're eating more quality, nutrient-rich foods, so that when it comes time for the cake to come out, or the cookies in the cupboard, or the crackers that you want to munch on, you don't feel like you crave them as much, because you have nourished your body with what you actually need, so that it just makes those times that you want something else not so going overboard on it. So it's normal to feel full. That's the goal. When you're on a fat loss phase and you want to try to lose some body fat, you want to make sure that you're filling up on voluminous foods that are going to fill in those nutrient gaps and help you feel full so you don't feel starving. And that's one of the first things that my clients notice is like, I'm losing body fat, I'm losing inches every week, and I'm not starving. And that feels so good. It feels so good knowing that you can actually make progress without starving yourself, without depriving yourself of the things you actually want. It all boils down to intention and reaching your goals and accountability. Number 3, super important, you guys, I want you to be aware that in my group, I don't do meal plans. Yeah, meal plans are great, right? Here, eat this. That doesn't work, you guys. That's not realistic because life happens, life gets in the way. Having a meal plan is not something realistic that you can sustain. And what's more sustainable is learning as you go and figuring out what works for you, having that short list of meals that works for you. Yes, you do get like a food preferences list based on the things that you enjoy. So, like, hey, here's a list for you. Try to add more of this stuff into your diet, but you're not going to get a meal plan. First of all, that's beyond my scope of practice. Second of all, we want this to be sustainable. We want you to learn and develop habits to be able to do this on your own when you do free yourself of the coaching program. That's the whole point. You want to get your results, you want to keep them for the rest of your life. There's no point in losing 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds if you gain it right back when you're done. There is no done. This is a lifestyle. Number 4 is don't fear the carbs. If you think I'm talking to you, then I probably am, you guys. Don't fear the carbs. Carbs can actually be really good for you and they just provide you with a source of energy. I mean, yes, if your doctor's telling you you've got to cut back on carbs or your doctor says get this many carbs a day, okay, great. Follow doctor's orders. But carbs are not all created equal, so don't be scared of like carbs. Actually, in my grocery video today, I have some carb options. It's like if you actually like pasta, if you actually like bread, you can fit it into your diet and still feel your best, live your life, enjoy it. So don't be scared of carbs, you guys. Number 5 is to try to get the most out of your water before the end of the day so that you're not up going to the bathroom all night. So try to think of like whatever your water hydration. Alexa, cancel. That's my pasta timer. You want to try to think of what your water goal is and try to get at least half of your target like before noontime, and then try to really drink all of your water before like maybe like 5 p.m. depending on when you go to bed. You want to make sure you're done so you're not drinking and trying to catch up at the end of the night. It really helps also with quality sleep, which is super important. The other thing is I already talked about being full. If you're not feeling hungry, you guys, don't feel like you need to eat. Listening to your body is super important. So you might say, wow, like I'm not feeling hungry. I don't understand. Well, chances are if you're in my program, it's because you're eating more protein. I'm here to meet you where you're at. We're constantly trying to like work on protein. But you know, if you are hitting your protein targets and fiber targets, let those carbs and fats kind of fall where they fall. And then from there, we'll take your average and we'll work with those numbers to adjust you just a little tiny bit. And that's where your weekly check-in comes into play. Excuse me. Just a couple other random things that I thought of when I was like cooking. I love bacon. I love bacon. It's not off limits, especially if you're tracking it and making it work into your macros or whatever. But I just wanted to share, like I have an air fryer and I love air frying bacon. And I thought of it when I was cleaning my air fryer the other day, and all the bacon drippings were in the bottom, which is an amazing way to like cut back on that fat, because sometimes, you know, you put your bacon, pork bacon, on a paper towel and it's all greasy. So air fryer bacon, if you haven't tried bacon in air fryer, is so easy. It takes like not long at all. You just lay your slices flat, cook it, and you're done. Someone mentioned something about the air fryer smoking, but mine doesn't do that, so I'm not sure, but pretty good stuff, just to let you know. The other quick tip I had for you guys is someone said, you know, I know how to eat, but it's not a matter of like knowledge, it's about doing it. I'm not into the whole boring protein and veggies. Meals and eating healthy, you guys, does not need to be boring. I promise you that. I know one of my favorite like things to do is like add condiments, flavors, seasoning, spices to food, and it makes it just so much more enjoyable. In addition to just adding things, other things in that you enjoy and that you can make fit and budget ahead of time. Um, Number 9, before we get into grocery finds, because number 10 is grocery finds, number 9 is to understand, you guys, that weight fluctuations are normal. So I've got a couple tips for you here. 1, ignore the scale. Put the scale away. If the weight on the scale is discouraging you, making you feel bad about yourself, making you feel worse that you're like not putting in enough effort, take that scale and put it away. Focus on other things such as how your clothes are fitting, your energy level, your actions aligning with your goals. And of course, we do take progress photos and measurements once a week. Optional, but most people do take their inches of their waist and things. And you'll see that you're making progress versus like stepping on the scale and feeling super discouraged by that. That's where people get discouraged. It gets in their mind. It can really get in your head. So ignore the scale is the first option. The second option is to, as crazy as it sounds, if you're not obsessed with a scale, you could weigh daily at the same time every day with, let's say you're always in your sports bra and underwear in the morning. Weighing in every morning allows you to see those fluctuations realistically, knowing that, hey, you can be up and down like 2 to 5 pounds in the course of a day. It's insane, but really, especially if you are a female, I have a few males in my program too. But if you're a female, you guys, like, it's normal. Hormones in women are just super complicated. And so, yes, you're going to have your weight fluctuations depending on your cycle, depending on menopause, depending on all kinds of different things that might be going on. Also, what you ate like 3 days ago can cause weight fluctuations. So, or what you ate last night. Just pay no attention to that. Like, yes, the fluctuations allow you to see that. But if you're going to use a scale, you can step on it once a week or quarterly, once a month, whatever it is. Just make sure that you are not letting that affect your mindset. Just ignoring the spam call. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Weight fluctuations are normal. And try, if you are going to weigh yourself, make sure that you are weighing yourself like at the same time every day, because you are typically like 3 to 4 to 5 pounds heavier like at night versus in the morning, with clothes versus without clothes. So just keep that consistent. And the other thing is, if you are stepping on a scale, make sure that you are stepping on it on the similar same surface every day. If you're going from a scale on a carpet to a scale on tile to a scale on wood, it's going to be all over the place. So pay attention to that too. Now we're going to get into the fun part, the grocery finds. So my pasta's done, and then I'm going to rinse it as soon as I'm done blowing through these things. Now, before I go over these, you guys, let me tell you, my fridge and freezer are full of meats. My crisper drawer is full of vegetables. Protein and vegetables are, well, meat and vegetables are the primary what makes up my entire day of meals. And that's kind of how I coach my clients, is like whole foods for the win. The more whole, minimally processed foods you can get into your diet, the more filling you're going to feel, the more nourished you're going to feel. You're going to provide your body with so many vitamins and minerals to fill in those gaps, to really help soothe any kind of issues that might be going on naturally without even trying. So pay attention to that first. It's going to ward off hunger. And then these are just some extra things, you guys, that are like, when I say more macro friendly, I mean maybe a little bit lower in carb, maybe a little bit higher in protein, but just things that I find that I want to share with you guys if you do some grocery shopping and it's something you might enjoy. I'm not telling you to go out and buy this stuff. I'm just sharing with you that this is stuff that I found that's kind of like, oh, cool, family friendly, people like it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see how quickly I can get through this. So number 1 is the OWYN protein shake. I have shared this before in a little quick video. You guys, it's really good. I was drinking one the other day and I told my husband, it reminds me of Yoo-hoo. I don't know why, but it literally tastes like Yoo-hoo to me, and it's got 170 calories and 20 grams of protein. I don't know about you, but I think you either love or hate Yoo-hoo. I used to have it when I was younger. Um, it's kind of more watery, I guess, and chocolatey, and I don't know what it is, but I actually like it, and that's what this reminds me of if I had to give it a comparison. And you get an easy 20 grams of protein there. You could actually pour this like over like a bowl of protein cereal or something, or you could make it like whip it up into an actual smoothie, whatever you want to do. I think it's a really good option. This is something, these are the Clio Greek yogurt bars, 9 grams of protein. If you like that sweet treat, these are actually the full size ones. I think I shared the mini ones before. The full size bars are this big, and I keep them in the fridge. You can probably freeze them too, but like if you really like that chocolatey rich kind of treat, this is a great thing you could budget into your afternoon or after dinner, after lunch, whatever, as like a dessert. Pretty macro friendly there. That's what those are. They have different flavors. My daughter loves the strawberry ones. Strawberry, yeah, just strawberry flavor. Next, I shared these before, but these are the Holy Guacamole avocado packets. They come in a box like this, and I love it because you don't need to worry about your avocado getting brown. So it stays fresh longer versus like one avocado, once you cut it open, you have to eat it in a day or two. These are so wonderful, and they're a great source of healthy fat. You can do a lot with avocado. Dip your veggies in it. You can spread it on toast with some everything bagel seasoning for some avocado toast. Um, a side of, have it with your tacos, a side with your omelet, whatever it is, just delicious. This is no soy-free sauce. So it's like soy sauce. I love soy sauce. There's nothing wrong with it, but I really like this one. Um, it's still got sodium, which soy sauce does too, but the ingredients are a little pretty decent. It's water, sea salt, organic molasses, apple cider vinegar, lime juice, organic soy sauce flavor. So a bunch of different stuff in here to check out, and I like to drizzle it over like meat and veggies for some really good flavor, especially in like a stir fry. I haven't tried these yet, so I can't tell you, but I love the Pasta Zero noodles. I think they're made by Nasoya or something like that. I love them. You rinse them and then you saute them into vegetables, and it's like, it reminds me of ramen. It's pretty good. And that's what I think these kind of are. I haven't tried these yet, but they're called Miracle Noodle plant-based noodles. They come in like packets. It says ready to eat. And this one is spaghetti style. This one is angel hair style. And there's 5 calories in a half of a package, so 10 calories in a whole package. And it's like a lot of volume. And the ingredients are just water, cognac flour, and citric acid. I'm really curious to see what it actually tastes like. But if it's anything like my Pasta Zero noodles, it's just a great way to like get some noodles into your meal, especially if you're eating meats and veggies. You could even use that soy sauce that I just showed you. But it says open bag and drain water, and then they're ready. So you can just heat them up however you want, but they're already cooked, ready to eat. So can't wait to try them. If you guys have had them, let me know. This is another thing that I found, this one brand s'mores flavored protein bar. I don't know why it's called one, probably maybe it's like one net carb. There is 8 grams of fiber in here, 1 gram of sugar, 7 fats, 210 calories for a bar. I like to suggest if you're going to get a protein bar, make sure it has at least 20 grams of protein and under 200 calories. This is a little over on the calories for a protein bar, but it does have the 20 protein. And there's a whole bunch of different flavors of these. But I wanted to share like this one because they're about that big, pretty good size. This is the s'mores flavor. The reason why I wanted to share this, I had one yesterday, and I wanted to share what I think it tastes like. So I think it tastes like, and if you don't know what it is, ignore what I'm saying, but they probably still make them. I haven't bought them in a long time, but when I was younger, we used to buy like in a box, it was a box of granola bars called, maybe Sunbelt was the brand, but they were coconut covered in chocolate, and they were granola bars. I don't know why they were called granola bars. They basically were a candy bar. That's why I thought they were so delicious. And the weird thing is, even though these don't have coconut in them, the texture inside with the chocolate coating literally reminds me of those. So it's kind of weird, but I wanted to share it because if you liked those granola bars, man, go get yourself some of these because it's 20 grams of protein and it's just another easy way to reach that protein target. This Bonza protein, you guys, also becoming a favorite. Like our daughter Laura doesn't even know it's chickpea pasta. And my husband, who is probably one of the pickiest eaters ever, actually picked some of this stuff up. He bought the cavatappi, I think, if I'm saying it right. This is the elbow macaroni. Guys, it's like made with chickpeas, but the cool thing is it's a little bit lower calorie and it's got protein in it. So like one serving is 2 ounces dry of this, and it's 11 grams of protein, which is pretty sweet. I mean, you still get your carbs, 35 carbs for one serving, but 5 grams of fiber too. So a great like alternative to just regular white pasta. The Bonza is rocking it. And if you go to like Walmart, that's where I got this, but if you go any grocery store, Bonza has tons of protein options. Pasta options. Next is the tuna creations. They do have higher sodium, so you don't want to eat like your entire day of protein from these tuna packets, but like one packet or two a day, maybe one. This is a hickory smoked flavor. I love this flavor. I also absolutely love the jalapeno flavor, which I'd never seen it before. I think it might be new at Walmart, but the jalapeno flavor one is so good. And then this hickory smoked one is also good. You can really do a lot with this type of stuff, like put it on toast. You can eat it plain out of the package. You know what I do is I'll take these tuna packets. I have a deli style one too. Cut like a bell pepper in half, like green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, whatever. Scoop out the seeds. And then you just stuff it with like this. You can even use like Laughing Cow cheese wedge too. It makes a protein-packed, fiber-rich snack that includes your veggies, includes your protein, or you can have it as part of your meal, you guys. Super quick and easy on the go. I love these protein packets. They're so easy and so good. You can probably flavor tuna yourself, obviously, but this is just like something just quick, easy, go. And it's got 18 grams of protein for a packet, 110 calories. Next, we have these nuts, if you like nuts. I'm going to start really speeding this up because I'm talking a lot. These are the Blue Diamond almonds. This one is the spicy dill pickle. Almonds are a healthy fat. Weigh them out. I think I talked about this before, you guys. Get out a food scale and weigh your nuts, at least for the first 1 or 2 times. A serving of nuts is 1 ounce and 170 calories. So man, do the fats add up if you're not, I could easily, you guys, take this and just dump it in my mouth. It's so good. So weigh your nuts. And this one is my favorite one. It's a little sweet. It's the Mexican style street corn flavor. Delicious. Speaking of nuts, if you eat nuts in a shell, it takes longer to eat and it's fun. So buying things like pistachios, where you have to like take them out of the shell yourself, can slow you down on your nuts, on eating your nuts. And they're also a very healthy fat. I love pistachios. Again, weigh your nuts because this is also the same. A quarter cup without shells is 160 calories. So next is this bread that we love. We keep it in the freezer. This is the Dave's Killer thin sliced bread. They have Dave's Killer regular bread too, but the thin sliced is just a little less calories. It's organic, and I personally love bread. I don't eat it all the time, but if I'm going to have my carb in the morning, it might be toast, it might be a Kodiak waffle, it might be oatmeal, but I always like to have a carb in the morning with my protein to start my day. And I love this Dave's Killer bread for many sandwiches, for toast, anything. Just really good. And we keep it in the freezer so it doesn't like get moldy before we use it all. Back to bread again. This is not necessarily macro friendly because it is higher calorie, but these are the Food for Life Ezekiel English muffin cinnamon raisin. It's a flourless sprouted whole grain. And when you look at the label, it tricks you because it says 80 calories. Wow, 80 calories for an English muffin? No. Read your labels because a serving size is half a muffin. So if you eat a whole muffin, which I do, it's 160 calories. These do come in the frozen section because they're sprouted, they need to stay cold. You take it out, thaw it, make it in the microwave. And guys, I don't know if you've ever tried it. Don't knock it until you try it. Cinnamon raisin, like English muffins or bagels as a breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and egg. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like the sweet and the savory. It is so delicious. We just went ice fishing last weekend with some family, and they all were like, didn't believe me, but when you try it, it's like, whoa, this might be the new thing. So good. And I think Josie's Country Store has a sandwich like that, but like it's so good. And my friend Brent got me hooked on it. So give it a try if you haven't tried it. And again, this is not macro friendly, but it is a sprouted wheat and it's organic. And so you just get better ingredients basically with something like this. You will still pack in 36 grams of carbs, but again, don't fear the carbs. You have an allotment every day. So next is these Kodiak Crunchy Chocolate Chip. My daughter Laura loves the chewy ones. They were out of them, so I got her the crunchy ones and the chocolate chip. And these have, let's see, if you look at the label, 2-bar pouch is 210 calories, but 10 grams of protein, only 24 carbs with 2 grams of fiber. There is some added sugars, so it doesn't matter. There's still added sugars, so you want to pay attention to that. And then you get 8 grams of fat, but when you compare this to any other regular old granola bar, it is a little bit better on that scale, and I love the Kodiak brand, basically anything. Now we're on to just 4 quick condiments, and then I gotta let you go because I'm gonna try to get this under 30 minutes. So this is the Skinny Girl sugar-free jam. I haven't tried this one yet, it's not open, but I did just have the rosé one, and it was so good. It's cocktail-inspired preserves. This is raspberry Bellini. I'm sure it's delicious. My other one tasted just like strawberry jelly and just a little spread on like toast or something. It's only 10 calories. It is artificially sweetened, but I'm not against artificial sweeteners if like you aren't getting a lot of it every day, just a little bit. A little goes a long way, and it helps you keep your calories down a little bit. Another Skinny Girl product. I don't love the word skinny. I don't love the word skinny girl, but their products are pretty good. This one is almost gone, so clearly I like it a lot. It's the Chipotle Ranch dressing, 15 calories for 2 tablespoons versus if you got a regular Chipotle Ranch, it would be like almost 200 calories and lots of extra fat. And dressings add up when you're tracking your macros. So this one's really good, you guys. Very, very macro friendly. Again, a little goes a long way. Another artificially sweetened thing, but like one of my favorite things, G Hugh's Thai chili. Again, a little bit goes a long way. I'm pretty sure I put this on my eggs almost every morning. It's just so good. I love it. Thai chili. You could also probably toss this in actual chicken wings and air fry them. Delicious. And then if you like ranch dressing, I have shared this before. Bolthouse Farms Classic Ranch. So good. 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. How can you go wrong? It's so much better for you than like your Hidden Valley. And we go through this like, if we get ranch, that's what we use. Good for dipping, good for salad, whatever else you might use ranch dressing for. Guys, that's it. I am sub 30 minutes. I hope you guys have a great day. I am onboarding my new clients. I only have 1 space left, so by the time you watch this, I probably don't have any space left. But I will be onboarding more clients starting in April. And if you want to reserve a spot, just shoot me a message. I hope you guys have a great day.